Yeah, that's always nice to hear, especially on a rainy afternoon in France. While we're right now on a very cold December night, streaming live from rainy France in our Tier 3 Scientist Reverse Grid League, and it's race number 3 after we started last week with our first 2 races. And as usual, we start with our formation lap, and Badgast is starting on pole position in his Red Bull, followed by Epic 4Legs, Spaceman, Max, King Eskimo, D-Bizzle, Would You Rather, Ice, Castor France, Butler, GT, Wayne Bennett, Mystic, Hosty, Josh, FIFA Geek, and our newest member Remove in P18 for this race, Infamous. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm buzzing. We've got wet conditions. It's definitely a December's day in France. The weather is always going to throw something up, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's see who can keep it on the island, especially this really big island that we've got as France. That I know has got a reputation for being a car park. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's hope it's more exciting than this afternoon's race in Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, hopefully. That wasn't a banger. Let's call it like that. But we got some sweet races up tonight. We got France in the wet, and our second race will be in Baku, where the walls are very, very close and the wings are normally flying away. And yeah, let's hope to see something like that. While Badgas, Epic and Spaceman have pulled the gap to the Alpha Tauri. Boys, it's just the formation lap. Keep your calm.
We're not racing yet. It doesn't count. But no, it doesn't look like we've got anyone demoted to the starting grid for making contact on a formation lap. So well done, everyone.
That's very nice to see.
It's doubly important in these wet conditions to get the right temperature in your tyres. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I'm excited. Especially on the right side, I can see some mechanics from the Alfa Romeo team still working on some details of the car, starting in P4 with Max and P10 with So let's see what they can achieve today, as we have the green light and 3, 4, 5 red lights are going out every second, and the race starts right now. And we got a jump start. Badgas in P1 pulls out a jump start, and he pulls out a pretty big gap, but he has to go for the drive-through, as the rest of the field is now behind him, getting into turn 1. And it seems like we got a Williams off. Is that correct, Infamous?
I think that's what you rather off.
Yeah, and Max is off. Max is off too. Max, the Alfa Romeo just went straight into the wall. It seemed like his car, he couldn't control his car, and we already got a safety car, a virtual one, and I'm just looking forward to see some 5-second time penalties.
Yep, they're starting to rack up.
They're coming. King Eskimo, the first one who receives one, but it's the VSC. It's not a full car safety car. It's just the virtual one. And we got Backgas with a drive-through because of his jump start in P1, and King Eskimo, the only one who gets a penalty under the virtual safety car for a collision. I'm pretty surprised that it's only King Eskimo.
Me too. I definitely saw some more contact, but maybe not enough to have triggered the penalty. Yeah, tight in the midfield. Definitely the spray is gonna make it almost impossible for anyone to see where they are at.
Yeah, and we go racing again, and Badgas gap is completely gone. Spaceman is right behind him, and Castor France also received a penalty under the virtual safety car. It seemed like he had also a drive-through because he was speeding under the safety car, and the Red Bull behind him, the Bizzle, went off. What do you see?
That's unfortunate. I've just seen his penalty, and good move from Spaceman now taking the lead as Bad Gas goes into service drive-through penalty. And Castro France has got the better traction. So alongside him is a drag race going into turn 1. Bad Gas got, Spaceman's got the inside lane. And he keeps the position.
Oh, and Castro France tries to come at him again with more traction, but Spaceman defending very, very well for now. It's very close between these two, just 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Castro, and you can't see anything. It's how are these guys keeping it clean and really, really close like this? It's impressive.
As we have more drivers coming to the pits with King as
sorry, DB's has got the one on Epic down the straight,
and he got him.
It's a good move. Cuts across him just to get the ideal racing line to break the zone.
Oh, you need that, especially in these conditions. You have to have a very good line with most traction.
So the AWS is telling us right now that it's a no stop. So the tyres will go to the end, but I think we might need a little bit of nursing if it stays wet, or a one stop. So let's see what the
Maybe. It's also a question what the weather will do. If we have some changes, like it stops to rain and we have to switch onto inters, or the rain will decrease and we have a switch to inters, or maybe even to the dry. But right now it seems like the weather is horrendous and won't switch to dry. So Spaceman still in the lead in this race. Castro France and the Renault behind him. D-Bizzle and his Red Bull in P3, while both racing points are going each other. Epic and Hosty side by side into turn 1. And Hosty got P4. A beautiful move, very fair, very clean.
I thought we were going to get Perez off one moment.
We love these ones. They're always spicy.
So now the pack looks towards the front in particular really, really tight. All drivers are staying really close in these very difficult conditions.
That's very impressive, especially when you're considering that they barely can see anything.
So we've got Castro that has to serve the penalty, the drive-through. He's going to absolutely ruin his race. And it seems like the penalties are starting to rack up front with the corner cutting second penalties.
Yeah.
That might have a contribution later.
Yeah, I also think it's very, very difficult for them to see the line, to see the curbs and not miss the corner because of the spray and the hard visibility here. As we see D-Bizzle going very, very wide into that right-hander, losing traction, losing his line, and also losing a position to Hosty, who's now in P3 in his racing point, and D-Bizzle is attacked by Epic, and with a good run from P10 up to P6 right now. And yeah, you said it already, the penalties are coming in right now, as Castro France is going into the pits to serve his penalty.
He's going to want to hope for a safety car sometime in this race.
Oh yeah.
So after 4 laps completed, Spaceman has only got a half a second lead from Hosty, who Hosty has made up 13 positions from the starting position. So epic driving. That him going in for the lead. Oh, keep your wing safe. Keep your wing safe. Spaceman defending well. Good racing, good hard racing. And it seems like Hosty's got the grip and he's got the pace, but he's just waiting to attack at the right time. Yeah,
as they go fully wide.
Oh no, Hosty's been taken out. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hosty and Spaceman are out. They're completely out of the race.
Did you catch that? I was on board there with Hosty. That was so unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. I wasn't on board. I was with the camera on Spaceman, but suddenly nothing happened because he was off. He was DNF'd.
So it looks like
horrible.
We've got a safety car. That was so unlucky. It looked to me that the Merc got a little bit twitchy on the exit. He came around the inside and he Bizzle pounced, saw a gap, and there was just a coming together. Just on
especially in the rain, it's horrendous then.
So easy to happen, especially on that fast left.
Yeah. Infamous, we got a nice comment from one of our viewers who said Infamous needs to turn his mic up. So they want to hear more from you, and they want to hear you louder.
Give me a second while we've got this. And it looks like it wasn't a full-on score safety car. It was only a VSC, and we're
just
back
a VSC again. Yeah. Up to 4th in his McLaren, FIFA Geek in 5th, GD Fanatic in 6th, followed by Josh, Mystic, Castor France, and Wayne Bennett in his Williams, right now with the last point in P10.
FIFA Geek has made up 12 positions, and I hope the volume's a little bit better on my microphone. I've put it up a fair bit. FIFA Geek has made up 12 positions, having started 17th and now in 5th, and he's just lost a position.
That's absolutely brilliant. 12th position, or now it's 11. Oh, they're fighting. Josh and FIFA Geek are fighting for position here. And Josh right now is in front of FIFA Geek. Let's see if he can attack down.
Two good performers there so far this race. Josh and FIFA Geek, 10 positions each made.
It's beautiful. And I think Chikron went from 10th to second, right?
Yeah. Just noticed that.
Beautiful.
I love to see a good drive from the back.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's just to see it, to watch it, and to see it finishing like that. The most heartbreaking moments are always these ones where you're going up so many places, and at the end of the race you lose it, or you lose your wing and lose positions. It's so heartbreaking. Oh, and someone lost his car.
Butler for third. Butler's taken third.
Yeah, well, his teammate GT Fanatic in the other McLaren lost it on the pit straight, went into the wall, but just sideways. So it seems like he hasn't even got damage from that. He lost a position to Josh, but other than that, it seems like he's come off there with a black eye and nothing else. So
we've got Butler now, who's on into the top 3, showing a great deal of pace. Can he close the gap to Chick in second place and push for the win?
And we got a beautiful battle here between Epic and Josh for P4. Josh tries to go on the inside into that chicane. He backs off. A very, very, very good decision. Yeah. Otherwise, some wings would have been flying. Traction's coming.
He gained such a good exit there.
What an overtake! That was beautiful. That was really beautiful by Josh. He's now up to P4, and he's now coming off the Butler's head.
And we've got Castor France trying to make a recovery run after 7 to drive through.
Infamous, I have to interrupt you. I just have seen one of the most sweetest overtakes. GT Fanatic against Epic. You know the long right-hander in France, two turns before, he overtook him on the outside. Smooth and clean.
Smooth operator.
There was sucre. That was something special. That was nice. And Epic is going into the pits.
Oh, why? It must be for damage. It must be for damage.
I also think so. That could be the reason why he was so slow through that right-hander. I'm on board with him to see.
Yep.
No, he has no damage. No, he's no damaged. He just changed his tires. Nothing else.
that makes me think that it's gonna stay raining for the rest of the race.
It must be. It must be. Otherwise, there's no reason to pit and go on the wets again.
Yeah.
So D-Bizzle still leading the race in P1, behind him in second, and D-Bizzle has a penalty while and Josh don't have any penalties. Butler and GT Fanatic and both McLarens are in P4 and P5. Good points for the team as today in Abu Dhabi. Castle France recovered up to P6. So although he had to go to the pits for the drive-through under the VSC, he's driving a brilliant race. Wayne Bennett.
He will be
he will. Yeah, of course. That was so unnecessary. And Wayne is making progress slowly but effectively. He's up to P7 right now. I think in lap 4 he was in P10. So he's moving up place by place and getting good points for Williams here. And our new guy, Remove, jumped from 18th to 8th, and FIFA Geek DNF'd.
Yep.
And Ice too.
Had a couple of DNFs. Not sure what's going on there. He hasn't seemed to have triggered a safety car or any sort of yellow flag, which is good. And yeah, Remove, newly joined the league, and yeah, having a good showing in his first outing. Just
Absolutely.
Following Wayne Bennett.
Absolutely, he's up to P8 from P18. That's a remarkable progress he's making here. And he has no penalties, while we have 7 guys with penalties, including D-Bizzle, Butler, GT Fanatic, Would You Rather, Batgas and Mystic. And Epic, who has a penalty, is now going into the pits. And Epic is going to the pits again.
So Josh is looking to try again, make an overtake on Chick. Pulls on to the inside as they approach the chicane. Braking zone, it's a bit tight. Oh, Chick tries to fight it, and Josh looks like he's made that position.
Yeah.
Good overtake, good race.
That was a good move. Yeah, that was a good move. Clean, fair, brilliant.
So can he hunt D-Bizzle down, who's stretched out a 2.7 second lead? He's sort of played for the win.
And I have something else for you. D-Bizzle in the lead is on the intermediate tire, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's on wets. He's on full wets.
He's on wets. But then I got something else. I got something else for you. Epic is now on Intis.
Yep.
So let's see if he can make progress here. And he's in P13. So let's be realistic. He has potentially a chance to gain about 15 seconds within the next 5 laps.
Yeah.
If it's really into weather and they're working.
So I'm just on his onboard, just want to see how skittish it is, and it seems maybe a little bit too early, but it's not undrivable.
All right, so maybe it's a very good move by him.
Yep, he's currently 1.2 seconds down on his personal best, but that could include the lap that he's obviously pitted and served in the pit lane. So let's go get his second sector interval as we look. I'm looking to wait for the final sector interval.
Oh, and Castor making more progress. Castor now up to P5, overtaking GT into turn 4 or 5. He was on the inside. Now going the fast left-hander onto the long straight. Castor France moving up to P5 right now, splitting both McLarens between Butler and GT Fanatic, and his gap to Butler is now 5.7 seconds.
So I've just been on board Epic. Epic has gone 0.2 quicker than his personal best. It is a little bit slippery, but he is definitely going a lot quicker than he was doing on the wet tyre. So
oh no,
let's see. And oh, we've lost Josh. What's happened there?
We lost Josh in P2. Unfortunately, I didn't get the incident, but suddenly Josh was out and he was in P2. And
he's lost it. I've seen where he's lost it. He's lost it on the fast right-hander going into the swooping right in the final sector. So easy to do in the wet.
And we got another position change between Butler and Chick. So Chick was suddenly was very, very slow, and both and Butler are struggling with traction.
I feel like it's intermediate tires now.
Yeah, it is, because the wets are going off very, very rapidly, and D Bizzle could really have an advantage here, because he's driving up front with a 9.7 seconds gap, and he lost both end plates on the left and right side, so he got no traction on the rear end, and he got nothing else on his front wing to have protection there. So he must be glad that we're going to Inters now and change his wing in the same move and not losing his position.
Oh, but he's driving a smooth race. 10-second lead right now from Chick. Alright, maybe the front wing damage is making him quicker. I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
That's a bold prediction.
But clearly there's something about these conditions, that damage he's got, that is...
It's not affecting him.
Right? Nope.
Yeah. It's weird, but it seems like he's very comfortable with that. Oh, Castor France. Oh, yeah. Saw at the same time. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming now. He's in P4, and...
Oh,
yeah,
and
let's see.
We've got
He spun.
We saw that from Castor. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and Castor's clapping his hands now. He only got in front of him to get to P2, but let's see if anyone from the lead is pitting. It seems like D Bizzle's staying out, because of course he can chill a little bit. He's in P1 with almost 13 seconds gap. Even if Chikran wouldn't pit now, he's not losing 10 seconds on one lap.
Castor with the pits.
Oh, with only 3 laps to go. We got more guys in the pits. GD Fanatic, Wayne Bennett. Would you rather staying out? Butler staying out. It seems like Butler's staying out.
Stay out.
Yeah, Butler is. What is Remove doing? It seems like he's also staying out. Yeah, Remove is staying out. King Eskimo staying out. What about Mystic?
Thought about it. Mystic thought about it.
Yeah, but then he misjudged the corner, losing the position to Epic. And Epic Full X is back to P10 into the points on his intermediate tire. And everyone is pitting now, so he's gaining. He got now...
Wayne Bennett now. He's behind Wayne Bennett. He's got the warm tires. He knows how these conditions feel on these tires, whereas Wayne is exploring right now where he can go full throttle, where he can't. Oh, Epic must be weak. Oh, and a little dive from the inside from Mystic. You know what? That was nice. That was nice. That wasn't even aggressive, overly aggressive in my eyes.
He surprised him. He surprised him there.
Surprised me.
Nobody saw that coming, but what a move by Mystic. But you're absolutely right. Epic is on these tires for about 3 laps now, and they're on temperature, so he can use them. And everyone else in front of him is on the first lap with that, and has to try something out here. But I'm not sure about D Bizzle's win here. He's staying out, but he got a 17-second lead. So
17 seconds.
Yeah, it should be done, but we have seen so many DNFs in this race. GD Fanatic is out! I jinxed it! GD Fanatic is out. He DNF'd.
Would you rather in the pits?
Again?
Would you rather...
No, not again. I'm sorry.
He hasn't pitted,
yeah, I'm sorry. I lost it. Butler's also into the pits.
Oh,
now they're coming into the pits. Oh.
Chick and D Bizzle just need to do what they're doing and just suck it up for another lap and a half, and they've got first and second there.
Well, they can lose about 5 to 10 seconds per lap. It doesn't matter. They're staying in their position.
Who cares?
Track position is key. Yeah, track position right now is key. 1 lap before, it wasn't key enough, but right now it's key. And Casto is 10 seconds behind, and he has 2 laps to go on the Inters. Let's see how much progress he will make on these tires, and if he can take them for his advantage here. 8.4. He just gained 1.5 seconds in 2 corners. Oh, that's crazy. That finish will be crazy. And Remove is up to P4. Look at that.
Remove. I was just gonna say I was just on his onboard. Remove with a good move on King Eskimo, and he's just holding strong right now. Holding strong with a good 4th place.
Yeah, but they're both on the wet tires.
Oh,
And we got Wayne and Mystic is making progress. He's up to P6. He overtook Wayne. He's feeling dangerous on these inters. And he's now coming for King Eskimo and Remove. And Casto is just 4.5 seconds behind Chikran. Oh my god!
Oversteer. Oh my god, it's so slippery out there. They're almost drifting around this right-hander, drifting like it's Tokyo Drift.
And Castfos can see Chikran already. He can see him on the pit straight. He's just 2.5 seconds behind. D-Bizzle is clapping his hands. He got a 20-second lead. And he hasn't got a front wing left. He's a savage. He's a fucking savage. And Chikran is driving for his life to survive here in P2, but he will stay on the podium. I don't want to jinx it, but I hope he stays on the podium, even if he loses his position against Castro in third.
What are we saying for penalties?
Oh, yeah, absolutely correct.
So, this is for position, 3 seconds for both of them, and what an overtake from Castro on the inside.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. From P4 to P9, we got not carnage already, but we got something up here. Something's in the air. We got 6 cars here on wets and inters fighting for position. Mystic is making a move on Remove on the outside. Very clean, very smooth. On the better tire. He's now in P4. Remove still in P5.
With massive oversteer. Oh, we got Wayne Bennett.
We lost Wayne Bennett. We lost him. Oh my god. And would you rather try to make a move on Remove? Oh, it's so close.
It's nose to tail, nose to tail.
Oh, they got so much more traction. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh. And we got Epic 4 legs behind them. He's attacking King Eskimo. He got the position, but he lost it. He lost it. Oh no. Epic lost it, but he just lost the car. He didn't damage it, so he will stay in P8. He will stay in P8. And we lost that. D-Bizzle won that race. D-Bizzle won it. Castor France in second.
Castor France in second. Wow, this has been action-packed. Chick coming in a strong third. And let's go back to the action.
Yeah, Mystic safe in P4. Would you... Oh, I said safe, but would you rather just 1 second behind him? On the pit straight! On the pit straight! He's coming! He got him! He got him! Maybe because of penalties, but he got him! He got him! Oh, we're moving! Would you rather in P4 remove back to P5? King Eskimo in P6, Mystic in P7. He got demoted there. Epic. Still in the race. He's not finished yet. He's finished now in PA. Yeah, he will be kicking himself for that mistake. He was in the run for P4, P5. So we got Butler still on the wet, surviving, and Butgers, and now it's just surviving. Both will get points. We got 8 DNS. Oh, it's crazy. That race was crazy.
Crazy. Shout out to D-Bizzle.
Yeah. Man, that was something different. That was something different. With a damaged front wing, just driving off. Just making it happen. And Batgas in his Red Bull now on the pit straight to take the last point. So we got Red Bull with 26, and we got Renault with both cars in the points. So Renault and Red Bull are getting big points here in France, and who would have imagined that race, that outcome? And Remove getting the drive of the day, his first race in this league.
On his debut, fantastic performance. And fantastic to D-Bizzle and Casto, and also Chick for getting the podium.
Yeah.
That was tense. That was action-packed. I'm tired.
Oh, that was great. That race was absolutely bonkers. But it was beautiful. It was horrible for everyone who DNF'd and who had spins and damaged the front wings, but as a spectator it was just it was something different. And look at that, we got a fastest lap with a 1:43. No one dared to make a 1:43. They're all in the 44s, 45s, 46, and even higher. So that's another point for Castor France here, who's getting 19. Our final standings are Dibizel getting P1 in the rain in France, Castor France P2, completing the podium, Would You Rather in P4, Remove on his debut in P5, King Eskimo clinching, good points for Renault here in P6, Mystic P7, Epic P8, Butler P9, Batgas P10, and from P11 up down to P18, everyone DNF'd.
That was exciting.
It absolutely was. It absolutely was. So we're closing this stream now because we're switching on to the next race, and therefore we're opening up another stream. Please stay tuned, guys. See you in a few minutes. See you also in a few minutes, Infamous. It was crazy.
Yeah. And for those on my stream, I'm going to keep the stream open. We'll be back in approximately 5 minutes. Cheers.
Beautiful. See you later.
You ready to go with the stream?
Good evening, everyone, to our second race of the night. This time we are in sunny Baku, where the walls come close and the wings are flying. Welcome back, Infamous.
Hi everyone, Balix. I've just about recovered from that epic first race tonight in France, and now looking forward to the mystique that is Baku.
You're absolutely right here. It is. It is. It's fun if you're watching it and not have to drive there, but yeah.
Exactly.
The good thing is we're watching.
I'd rather watch Baku every day of the week than race there.
Absolutely. I'm in for that too. So I just read a message on Discord, I think it was from Castor France. He asked if we can go under AI through the formation lab, and the short and polite answer to that is no, you can't. You have to do your formation lab, as everybody else also has to do it. And after our last race, Infamous, where 18 racing drivers started and only 10 finished, we have a mixed field here. We have Batgast in P1, and if I'm not wrong here, he also was P1 in the last race and got the drive-through at the start. Yeah, he got the drive-through at the start and demoted himself. So let's hope
life gives you second chances. Batgast has got a second chance today.
And this time you gave it to him. So Batgast starts in P1 again. Yeah, Batgast starts in P1 again. Butler and the McLaren in second position, Epic in third. Mystic starting from P4, King Eskimo from P5. Our new guy who had his debut in France and scored big points for Ferrari is in P6, Remove. Would You Rather in P7, in P8. Castor France in P9, Dibizel in 10, as he was our last race winner in France. From there on we have Wayne Bennett, GT, Josh, FIFA Geek, Ice in P15, Spaceman P16, and we're finishing off with Hosty in P17 and Max in P18. Infamous, what are you expecting from this, let's call it race, whatever it will be at the end of the day?
Crazy turn one. Turn one in Baku is so inviting, so I'm expecting some. I hope there aren't any incidents, but it's difficult to.
We know better, right?
Exactly. And I think, yeah, it's another race where it's all about not getting any penalties. I think early shouts for this race would be the likes of Would You Rather starting in 7th, Remove, who had a great debut, starting in 6th, Epic, who I think he probably believed that he maybe threw it away last race, and
yeah.
Badgast. If Badgast gets off the line and doesn't get a drive through
in time this time,
you know, it could get the win. So no, a few names there, but I'm just looking forward to seeing a great race tonight.
Yeah. So in Tier 1 in the last season, I won that race, and we both know that I'm not good at Baku. I'm really not good there. I'm horrible there, but I only protected my wing and that was it. And it's also about protection here, as we have 5 red lights that are going out every second. And it's like a bug we don't need. Codemaster's giving us all, and we're starting. Away we go, Butgers. We have no jump stop this time, but Butler with an amazing start. Butgers are breaking himself, losing positions up down to P5. Epic had a brilliant start.
Brilliant.
He's in P1, Butler in P2. It seemed like that Butler had it there. He's coming back now at Epic. Epic in P1, Butler P2, Mystic in P3, and we have some yellow flags in the back, and Epic is defending his position. Oh yeah, and they're coming. Yeah, there we have it. 5-second time penalties on the safety car, flying in.
Wayne crashing down the rankings, Remove dropping down the number of positions too, and Hosty and Max at the back of the grid.
Yeah, we got a lot of penalties flying in here. Unfortunately, guys, we didn't catch all the incidents as we tried to stay with the leader. And yeah, what did you see?
Epic with the drive-through.
Why?
He must have exceeded his delta.
Oh no, he's doing the Botgas. And Botgas is down to P8, and he has a 5-second time penalty for a collision under the safety car, and he's holding up. Who is it? GT, Spaceman, FIFA Geek, Josh. They're all within 2 seconds. Oh, it's crazy. It's so close in the streets of Baku with the walls coming so close. They're breaking himself into the barrier. Remove is off the session. He DNF. King Eskimo DNF. Maybe there was an incident between these two. Oh, it's so close.
Hunting down Epic, who's got a drive-through. Is he going to serve it this lap? Thankfully for Butler, he is.
So Butler up to P1, and we got a few more battles here. We can't catch them at all. It's a crazy race. It's a crazy race.
It's so up front, massive battles. Castle France, Misty, Would You Rather, D-Bizzle, all within the same screen. We got a virtual safety car.
And Hosty is off again. Hosty DNF'd again in France and Baku. In France, he survived, I think, 3 or 4 laps. He survived 2. That's a horrible evening for him. Heartbreaking. And Josh and FIFA Geek are into the pits. While we have Would You Rather, Batgast, Wayne, and Max with penalties. Infamous, can you give us some information about the penalties? Are these penalties because of crashing on the safety car, or 5-second penalties, or 3-second one for cutting a corner?
So it looks like 5-second penalties for probably safety car collisions that they'll probably serve on their pit stop. So yeah, just drivers getting too close on the virtual safety cars.
Yeah, that's a common one. Yeah, it's a common thing, and we see it all over the tiers, all over the races. It's very hard to judge on because sometimes the safety car just catches you. And we have green again. We have green flags again, and Butler's leading the race half a second in front of who now gets a run on the pit straight with DRS and the slipstream. Let's see if we can see a change in the lead.
Casto is in the gearbox of Mystic. He made some contact to the wall. It seems to be alright. And we've got Would You Rather making it 3 cars wide down the straight. Now, Would You Rather, Casto. They've got the momentum.
On the inside! He's coming on the inside! He's hitting him! He clipped him! He's off! He's into the wall!
Into the wall. Would You Rather make contact to the wall as well?
That was a very motivated move. That was like a move I do. and hitting the wall too, so I can relate to that, Mystic.
Would you rather take Castel down the next straight with them soft tyres, utilising the soft tyres?
Yeah, and he has to, especially in the first 4 to 5 laps.
Yeah.
He has to use his fresh rubber and softer rubber here. Well, we got still Butler in front of but it's only 0.3 of a second, and must be craving for some DRS here on the pit straight.
If I were him, that's all I'll be waiting for.
Yeah. But it's also very tricky, as we have another yellow flag here in sector 1 and 2. It's very tricky because if you run higher wings, you're very fast through sector 2 and gaining a lot of time. And you have to wait on the DRS for the pit straight because your opponent is just faster than you when he's running lower wings.
Yeah.
But it's so frustrating to see you come close and could potentially overtake him, but the sector 2 is just too tight. You can't overtake through the castle section. It's impossible. But now he's right behind him.
Oh, and he takes it even before going into the S's.
Oh, what a move.
Fantastic.
That was brave. And Would You Rather is coming at Butler too. It seems like Butler had to go off the throttle to not lose his car or something like that. He used all of... he's now saving ERS. Potentially, he used all of his ERS in the last lap to defend himself there. But we got now in the lead. Would You Rather in P2, Butler in P3, and Castor France in P4. I got a P problem, but Castor France is in P4 right now on the mediums, and it seems like Butler's also on the medium. So a very good call by both of them to start on the mediums and stick to the leading group to switch onto the soft tires and have an advantage at the end of the race.
Yeah, they're suffering now with a lack of traction, hopefully to gain later on this race.
Yeah, and we got Epic into the pits right now as Wayne is following him there, and Batgast, Max and Would You Rather still the only guys with a penalty to their names right now, as we still have in the lead. And the good thing for him is he's now off the DRS window. He's 1 second in front of Would You Rather, who has Butler also a second behind. It's very, very close here to see who stays within the DRS of his opponent. And right now, yeah. Oh, Castor France! Castor France did a beautiful move into that short left-hander. Oh, that was a brilliant move. But now he could be under attack from Butler because of the DRS. He was very, very eager to get that move in, and it was a beautiful move. An absolutely beauty was that. The thing is, their pit straight is so fucking long. So let's see if Butler can pull something out here, but I think he has his DRS open, but he can't use it to his advantage. No chance. So Castor France making his move stick up to P3, and now going after Would You Rather in P2. Well, Mystic is now also coming into the pits, and I think he will change his front wing.
Yep, Bad Gas making a nice overtake as he is staying left to the pit. And the field seems to have spread it out for a bit now.
Yeah, it's spreading out, and DeBizzle spread out his front wing and crashed it into the wall, losing again an end plate. But as we've seen in France, he drives better without a front wing. So he again lost both end plates. That's the way how to do it. But yeah, DeBizzle, I'm afraid that it works in France, but not in Baku, because you need that traction here. While GD Fanatic is right behind him into the castle section, almost hitting the wall, avoiding that by braking very hard. So DeBizzle up to P5 right now, GT in P6. Because of his avoiding action, he lost about 5/10 there and is out of his DRS right now. Do we have any very close infights right now? I think it's only between DeBizzle and GT, right?
Yeah, that's the closest battle on track. You get this in Baku. The middle sector does spread the field out because it's hard to follow. And we've got Would You Rather and Chick both in the pits, one after the other.
And Castro, of course, staying out. And we got an overtake from GT against DeBizzle, and DeBizzle seems to be coming into the pits. He's coming into the pits, changing his medium tires to softs and getting a new front wing. Batgas also on the mediums has to stay out to not double stack there and lose time, while Castor France, with a penalty to his name, is now in P1, followed by Butler in P2, and his teammate GT is in P3. So I'm a little bit afraid that while both McLarens are on the same strategy, starting with medium, switching to softs then, could have a problem with the pit stops here. Because GT is 6 seconds behind Butler, but I think you need about 8 to 10 seconds to not double stack, because your pit crew has to get ready again.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem.
Or just wait for luck to put them on different laps they pit.
But right now it seems like McLaren has a beautiful strategy and they're making it work. They're now in P2 and P3 while after his pit stop. Pitted, right?
Yeah,
Would You Rather and went to... Yeah, and Would You Rather... Oh, beautiful overtake by Would You Rather against Butgas right before the castle section. On the outside, moving into the castle section, a beautiful one. Butgas now in P6, Spaceman in P7, Josh on the hard tires in P8. So he must have pitted on the softs very early, or on the mediums. FIFA Geek is off. FIFA Geek DNF. He's out of the race. And Epic gaining a position up to P10. Another point right now for him in his racing point. And let's see if we have more than a yellow flag. Maybe a safety car. But it seems like
no.
Codemasters is just presenting us a yellow flag and nothing else.
Nope.
Well, yeah, we have green again. Castor France in lap 7 of 13, still in the lead in his Renault. Butler in second, GT following him, 6 seconds behind that. And is just 1 second behind GT Fnatic. So is actually on a run.
I'm just wondering, would you rather lose all that time in the pit?
Yeah, he's 9 seconds behind him.
Where did that happen? I've been rattling my mind. I think it
that's a very good
got delayed in the pits.
Yeah, that's a very good question, because I don't have an answer to that too. Maybe he got a front wing change. That would be about 6 seconds alone.
Yeah, front wing sounds right. And we've got Chick just pressurising GT Fnatic for third. He's currently our net leader. First man on track that's pitted. And yep, just wait for the DRS straight. This section is so difficult to follow.
It is. It is.
Easy to
and Infamous, can you give us some information on the pit stops? Are we still have guys on track who haven't pitted yet?
So yeah, we've got the top 3, 2 McLarens and Castro, and we've got Badgast yet to pit. All other drivers have pitted.
Okay, so it will be... as we see an overtake from against GT, who's now up to P3, and Castor France and Butler into the pits. Yeah, and as we predicted, GT is staying out for another lap. It seems like... Yeah, it seemed like he gave him a little cuddle there. And I think isn't very pleased with that. But GT...
with the fastest lap, close the gap down.
Oh yeah,
just... as much as he can to Chick, who is driving a great race right now. Exceptional. I don't think he's made a mistake or...
So, Infamous, you have to help me out here. Are the pit stops in Baku that quick? Because Casto, he pitted, is just 1.4 seconds behind GT.
Casto hasn't pitted. Oh, Casto has.
Casto has, yeah.
Wow.
He's on the soft tires and he's just 1 second behind him. And I'm just wondering how many seconds you lose during the pit stop. Seems like 10.
It's pitted under one of the VSCs.
Well, yeah, Castor France just pitted a moment ago.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't. Maybe because you do feed into going into turn 2 and in the pit lane here. But no, Castor now looks like he's in prime position.
Yeah, absolutely. And Butler, who pitted with Casto, he's down to P6 and he's about 18 seconds behind Casto. So there's one thing that comes to my mind right now. Right at the moment where you leave the pits, the game sends you, if you have the pit assist on, the game sends you straight into the line where you have to brake immediately. You can't stay on the throttle, you have to brake. Otherwise you're going straight into the runoff area, have to go in reverse, come back onto the track, and then drive again. So
there must have been a mistake. There must have been a mistake from Butler on this side.
Yeah, possibly that happened to Butler, and possibly that also happened to Would You Rather, as he was 9 seconds behind Chick. So maybe there has been a brutal mistake right after the pit stop. But nevertheless, we have in P1, Casto up to P2 right now. Would You Rather 6 seconds behind him in P3, and Casto is just 1.5 seconds behind. And we have 3.5 laps to go. They're going right into the castle section, and Castor France is flying on his soft rubber, while is on the mediums, also pretty quick, but you don't have a chance at the end of the race when the car is lighter. You have more speed, You're in the flow. You've already done 8 to 9 laps in Baku. You're in the flow. You got the soft rubber. You're coming, and you got the momentum on your side. And it seems like right now Castro has the momentum on his side.
Well, this has come to mind. Castro has got a 3-second penalty for corner cut, so he's going to need to overtake and make up 3 seconds in the next 3 laps now, as Chick Chick is on the back straight, about to finish lap 9. That's going to be difficult because he hasn't seemed to have made much time this lap. Castro France is the fastest lap of the race so far.
I think the main
good job.
Yeah, the main mission for is to just best case not get overtaken, but if he does, stay within the DRS.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to overtake him with the use of DRS. Just stay close enough behind him. Use the DRS to gain an advantage because of the penalty of Castro. But it's easier said than done. We all know that, especially around Baku.
Yeah. And if you can delay him, if you can delay the overtake by a lap.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crucial. Because you only have 2 points where you can really overtake. It's after the pit straight in turn 1, and then after turn 2 on the long back straight, again into T3 then.
So Castro within now half a second.
Yeah, he's stalking him right now through the castle section. Yeah, he's stalking him.
He's got so much more grip right now.
Yeah, and he's using it.
Does he have
another yellow flag? Another yellow flag, and it could have been D Bizzle. Yeah, we got that in Sector 1. D Bizzle wasn't Sector 1. He lost the position against Ice. And we're now right now with and Castro, who are battling for the lead in lap 10 of 13. Castro will have the DRS right now on the straight, and let's see if is using all of his ERS right now to defend another attack. He's not using it.
He hasn't got anything. He hasn't got
any
ERS
no!
Right he's got 1%, whereas Castro's got about 14%. But with 2 laps to go, if he can defend, he goes for a dive.
Oh, he's going on the inside. Oh,
yep, Chick saw that. Chick saw that.
Yeah.
And
he saved them both. he saved them both.
He did save them both. And that little bit of impatience there from Castro might hamper his ability to get past and get away from Chick and make up the 3 seconds.
I also think so, because this lap he will stay behind Chick, and then there's only 2 more laps.
He would have overtaken Chick if he waited going into turn 2, and it would have overtaken him in that back straight.
I also think so, with the DRS, and he had more ERS, not much, but he just had that little bit more ERS, and he could have used that to overtake him there.
All over the back of him.
Yeah, Castro's in his gearbox. It's crazy. It's just 1/10. They're going side by side. Oh no! He got him! Oh my god! Oh my god!
But this gives Chick the DRS in the back straight and going into lap 12.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. So
is Castro just thinking of the moment and just making overtakes happen, and is Chick happy to take the long game right now and
it's only 0.4 of a second, so could get him here easily. Oh, let's see. Oh, they're on the pit straight. 0.3 of a second. He's going on he's going on the outside to attack him.
Wide
maybe he's just playing with him, forcing him into a mistake. Because right now he doesn't have to overtake him. He has the DRS. If he stays within the DRS, it's all good. He's winning the race. Maybe he just wants him to be nervous and maybe make a mistake. He's going on the inside, but he's not going for the overtake. Yeah, he's not going for it.
He's teasing him. To slow him down at the end of the day.
Yeah, I also think so. That Castro losing his advantage on the tires to defend and brake a little bit later and just lose his advantage here.
But this middle sector where it's all about the grip, it's called 9/10. 9/10 already.
It's all Castro.
Can he keep this section clean? Back to 7/10. Castro looks like he's struggling going into this section. 6/10.
Oh yeah. Oh, had a very good run through the castle section. Very clean. Yeah, very clean. It was almost perfect. It's only half a second, so will clap his hands in the car. He's just half a second behind him. It's again yellow flags, and it's Epic who's losing out. He's going down to P13 while we're here with the leaders again.
Yeah, and we're coming on to with the leaders for race now. It's like this is the closest battle, and it's the one that means the most for the win.
Yeah, and Ice overtaking Batgas into P9 as Haas. Batgas demoted to P10. Behind Castro France with the DRS, and Castro is moving all over the straights to defend. Let's keep it clean, boys. That's the most important thing. Keep it clean.
Castro keeps his nose in. Yep. Keeps his car in an awkward place.
Castro on the inside, defending the lead. Right behind him, Madeira. So, do you think he's going for it right now? Do you think he's going for it?
Now. He has to go for it.
I also think he has to go. He has to go. Oh, they touched. They're going through turn 3, side by side. What a move by Chikran. What a move.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. And now he has to defend for his life. He has to defend for his life there. Oh, Castro will be fuming. Castro will be fuming. Oh, we lost Wayne Bennett, unfortunately. He's out of the race. Into the castle section. Both taking a very, very good line here.
Unfortunately loses his reverse grid pole for next race.
Yeah. Oh, we got a little wobble by Chikram, but it seems like the gap is increasing. We got now 0.8 of a second. Seems like Castro has given up, and yeah, on his right front wing, correct?
Yep, and he's got a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
But going into the final swoop-in section.
What a battle, and Chikran is coming out of it ahead of Castro and winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku with a brilliant drive. Yeah, absolutely deserved. What a drive by both of them, but Chikran coming out in P1. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliant race by both of them, and just amazing. Would you rather getting P3? He stayed consistent. Yeah, he stayed just consistent, moving on, moving forward. Spaceman in P4. GT coming home in P5, while Josh claims P6 for Ferrari. Butler on the pit straight, making it P7 for McLaren here. And Mystic lost it on the last lap.
Oh my god.
He was in P11, but he also lost the reverse grip pole, or maybe a position like P1 to P4. He lost out on that right now, but Max in his Alfa Romeo crossing the line for P8, while Ice gaining, because of DNFs, 2 points for Haas. He stayed just patient, protecting his front wing. Batgas coming home in P10 to get a point here in Baku. And Epic, unfortunately, heartbreaking P11, not even getting a point. Yeah, very difficult.
Gets reverse grid second.
Yeah, he is. And D-Bizzle, well, D-Bizzle got 25 points, and he got the pole for the next race. Could have been better, but he can't complain. Let's say it like that.
He rode in one race, back of the grid, second race, difficult one, but he'll be happy with his evening's performance. Yeah,
I also think so. If you get 25 points, it's a good amount of points for a night of racing, especially around France and Baku. Spaceman getting the drive of the day, congratulations for that.
Shout out to him.
Beautiful one. Oh, infamous. That was action-packed, like France. Two amazing races with different race winners, with a different podium. We got Castro France, I think, on both podiums in P2, so he will be a little bit gutted that he didn't get P1 a win in both races, but it's 36 points, and I think he got the fastest lap in France, so even a point more. It's a very nice evening for him. As we have our final results in: Chikran winning Baku, Castor France in second, would you rather, completing the podium in his Williams in third position. Spaceman gaining 12 positions in this race, GD Fanatic following him in his McLaren in P5, Josh in P6, followed by Butler, Max in his Alpha getting P8, also in P9 is Haas, Bad Gas for Red Bull getting the last point in this race. That means D-Bizzle will start on pole in the next race. Infamous, please sum it up for me.
Baku has certainly lived up to the great race that we had in France. I'm tired from all the action that we had in the two races we had this evening. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoyed being on comms with yourself, Alex, as always. And we've got the final standings for this evening's races. So Chick having picked up 40 points, he'll be happy with that. Casto 38, Would You Rather 27, D-Bizzle 25, Spaceman 12, GT Fanatic 10, Remove 10, Josh 8. And no, I'm really happy. Really enjoyed tonight's race, and I hope everyone who's watched with us online, and I'm sure some of the drivers will be keen to rewatch the race later. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, look forward to seeing you all next Sunday for next week's races.
I have nothing to add to that. Thank you, Infamous. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for rewatching, and we'll see you next week. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and next week, Infamous. We won't
see next week.
No.
Next week we're on a break. So we've got our.
So are we on a break? Are we on a break next weekend? I'm not sure right now.
I'm not sure. You put doubt out there.
We'll keep you updated. We keep you all updated, but let's say we have next week's racing, and we keep you updated on that.
No, we'll keep you updated. See you guys soon.
Yeah. See you. Take care. Cheers.
Bye-bye.